Starting the day with some work. Accounting. I love doing my taxes. So we're going to a cafe, and from there we're going to one of my favorite little crevices of the world, the plain of Argos, the arch nemesis of Sparta. Fuck Argos, in an ancient context, but today I'm cool with it. We're going to go past Guinness, we're going to go past a bunch of monuments, because this is the land of history, my friend. A pyramid, just heaps of shit today. It's going to be fucking crazy. If you don't like history, get out of here. That's still going. Let's start this again. Hopefully it's gonna act human. Argos was the arch enemy of Sparta. Now the Spartans don't like the Helots, and we don't like Messenia, and we don't like Athens, and we don't really like anyone. We don't even like the Peroikoi, who are Spartan, but not Spartiate. But we fucking hate Argos. So I just knocked out a bunch of accounting work, and I can't tell you, I woke up today in Peloponnese with this just general happiness to be in Peloponnese. I love the Peloponnese so much, because wherever I am right now, I'm in a city called Hili or something, and just wherever you go in the Peloponnese, 50k in any direction, you're going to run into something of extreme historical importance. You go that way, you're going to see the theatre of Epidavros, one of probably the most intact ancient theatres in the world. I saw a play there, an ancient Greek play there, a couple of years ago. Amazing. You go that direction, you're going to see ancient Argos. You go that direction, you're going to see Nafplio. You go that direction, you're going to see the oldest bridge in continuous existence in human civilization. You go that way, you're going to see the Greek pyramid. If you go that way, you're going to see Nemea. You go that way, you're going to see Tegea. It's just everything in every direction. It's just, you're going to trip on something ancient. There's a billion ancient battles here. A lot of the time when I go traveling somewhere, let's say I go to Budapest, just to see historical significance, I'll always type Battle of Budapest. 2-3 battles come up, Budapest, the Russians coming in, the Turks coming in, a few battles. You put in the Battle of Argos, 52 battles are going to come up, all of differing importance. This is just a gold mine of history. I've been to the Peloponnese 100 times, but I still haven't seen maybe a quarter of all the historical stuff that exists here and all the stuff I want to see. So I can't tell you how happy I am to be here, and that this is the last 4 or 5 days in this march across Greece. It's just a picture perfect ending to this crazy journey. So although I'm going up these mountains, I'm just very grateful to be here, to be from such a great country, and to be Peloponnesian. Now look, although I do trace my roots back to Sparta, since Sparta were the ones who colonized Scythia, and because of my father's side, we have descendants from Laconia. I'll be fair, and I'll give props where props are due. There was a battle. Now, Cleomenes, a big warmonger of Sparta, was, once again going to attack Argos. And instead of coming directly to their border, he put the men on the ships, which Spartans on ships usually doesn't mean good things, but he landed behind them, behind the city of Argos, and caught them by surprise and defeated their army. Then it was just the city left. And a famous woman, a poetress, she would make marching poems, and she gathered all the young boys, old men and women, and got weapons from all weird places, like all the weapons that were left at temples, disused weapons, old weapons, and they manned the walls. You have to imagine, in ancient Greece, it was almost impossible to do a siege unless you had heaps of resources to starve them out, because they didn't have siege engines until like Alexander the Great of any true effect. So the women won. Argos won and defeated the Spartans in their prime, and Sparta was like, yeah, 30-year truce. So props where props is due. Respect to Argive women. And so Argos is one of, if not the oldest city in Europe. You have to remember, Guinness, Mycenae is near Argos. And that's Bronze Age Greece, Dark Ages. Argos actually did quite well. Some people think the sea people on boats came and destroyed most of the Greek towns and palace complexes like Mykonos. But Argos did okay. And there is actually archaeological evidence for that. Argos developed into a democracy much like Athens, but they never really conquered outside of the Argolid plain. They defeated and conquered Epidavros, Tegea, Nemea. But look, they never really did too much except hate Sparta. And Sparta eventually won a battle at Sepia, and after that battle they pretty much killed a majority of the men in the city. This meant a huge demographic collapse in Argos, and they claim, or it's believed, that this is the reason during the Persian Wars, the second biggest, strongest state in the Peloponnese, except for, I guess, Corinth, so third biggest, Argos did not fight. They were neutral during the Persian Wars. Probably because, again, the demographic in the city at the time, but also, who wants to be led by their arch rival into battle? Nobody. So they were neutral. So that is something that the Spartans, the Athenians, and everyone else who fought and took massive losses in the Persian Wars would not forget. Okay, so I am here in the mountains. There's a castle up there, and I'm here in front of Nikitaras. He was the nephew of Kolokotronis and of course fought in the Revolutionary Wars. And look, there's many nicknames and names given to Greeks throughout history. We love, of course, one of the favorite names of Greek heroes is Voulogarotonos, the Bulgar slayer. But this guy might have the best name. His nickname was Turkophagos. Literally means turkey eater. The last few days my shitty watch and Strava has been messing up a little. And hopefully there is overlap, so one is tracking while the other one is stuffing up. But regardless, I just installed Nike Run app and the ASICS Run Keeper. So now I've got 4 methods of tracking, because I don't want to fail my tracking now that I got 3-4 days left. So yeah, doubling down on evidence. This in front of me is the Argolid plain. There wouldn't be a trip on Greek roads without seeing a car accident. A kid on a motorbike doing deliveries had his kickstand down, and I saw going past. I was like, ah! He didn't hear me because he had his helmet on, and he went to turn and he smashed into an olive tree. Well, not smashed, the olive branches. So it wasn't too bad, but luckily the kid was okay. The jumper's all fucked up, but the motorbike's okay, he's okay. A farmer stopped, make sure he was okay. Once he realized he was okay, the car starts yelling at him out of love, obviously, but silly accident. But that's why on these roads, every couple hundred meters, every kilometer or so at least, there's little church memorials. These Greek roads are some of the least safe in the continent. And luckily he was wearing a helmet and was wearing a big jacket and stuff, but if he wasn't wearing that jacket, different story. Here we are coming into Argos. That's the castle up there. The main square here in Argos. There's the church, the castle. My watch battery died, but it saved. I think it conked out about a kilometer ago. Luckily we have Strava, ASICS Run Keeper, and Nike Run to track everything. Are we running? So as I was saying, my watch conked out, but it tracks for about everything except the last kilometer. I have I started tracking with 2 extra apps just because I don't trust nobody. 31.76, the car's there. Nike Run. I only started it like halfway or whatever, so 22k. Six Runkeeper, 22k. So yeah, coordinates are. We're gonna do an extra 10-15k tonight, but we need to eat and I'm exhausted and we have to charge everything. We are going 10k down the coast to a place called Mili or Lerna, or they're next to each other or something. Just quick 10k. Today we didn't do too like a big, 50-60k distance, but that's because we had to work and do our bloody taxes. Tomorrow is a big challenge. It's the biggest mountain range we're going to cross this whole trip. 1,500 meters up, and then of course back down. So it's going to be a big mountain day tomorrow. But then we're in the Eurotas Valley, and then it's a straight shot to Sparti. We probably won't make it to Sparta tomorrow, but we got to get over these mountains tomorrow, so that means an early night tonight. I think we'll get to this place tonight on the beach at 9:30. Quick 10k stroll. And yeah, so, we're thinking maybe there's 3-4 days left, which is kind of crazy. It's Friday, we're thinking Monday or Tuesday we're done, which is hard to even fathom since we've known nothing else except walk and van and longitudes and latitudes and Strava and Garmin and fucking oatmeal and eggs and all this shit. But the end line is near, but we reminded ourselves to be disciplined. Let's not, mess up anything. So yeah, the Peloponnese is the most rugged place in all of Greece, and money most of all. But we got to get into the Eurotas Valley. That's tomorrow's challenge. We have to get through the Eurotas Valley, and then we have to get through money. There's been empires that have fallen that haven't been able to do it. Now, watch. Strava. Let me show my longitudes and latitudes. Strava. That's the wrong app. Runkeeper, since we're doing all the apps now and I don't trust nobody. So, 10k. I'll see you in a bit. And there's the castle. And here's your mic.
So we're at the beach. It's dark. I'm gonna take a shower.
Gail Daniel A podcast. Went to the beach and there's a shower, and instead of going an extra 5k, I thought I would do the world a favor and have a shower, since the last place I showered was Thermopylae, and that was, we bathed in sulfurous baths that smell like egg. Runkeeper 32k because I only started like halfway done. Save. What's next? Nike Run 32k, same thing. Save. Strava 42k. That's the real one from Heliomodi. Through the mountains, to the Argolid, through Argos, to the water. Finish. Hygiene check, because not only do I smell like shit, but it's going to start raining the next 2-3-4 days, so that means hygiene gets harder, and I probably won't get another opportunity to have a shower anyway, so this is probably my last shower. Clean up a bit. It's an early night, it's 9 o'clock. Tomorrow we wake up early and attack probably the biggest mountain range, definitely the biggest mountain range we're going to have to deal with. So that'll be the day we get into the Eurotas Valley. You know, to a club, bar, dinner, whatever. Do something. Nick's retarded. He'll do anything everyone else is doing. Thomas can't wait to party, and I'm the fucking organizer. And Adam slowly